Hi, everyone. This is Light, and I'm happy to be here with you today. I'm delighted to be here with you today, and I'm very thankful if this live stream is going through. I am very thankful if this live stream is going through. How is everyone today? I have so much to talk about. Um, I have so much to talk about that we might jump all over the place. You might want to have a notebook. Um, you might want to have a notebook just so you can jot down some things. So while we're waiting for people to come, let me read from the book that I wrote, Walking on Water. My pen name is Maker Pita. It's Light Maker Pita. That's my um, that's my pen name. And as I talked about before, this is just writings and poetry and little pieces that I pulled from out of my journal that I'm going to share with you guys. It's so hard to read your own stuff, though. Oh my God. I want you to read this by yourself in your head with a cup of tea in the forest, not live with my voice. Okay, this one is called After the Storm. I'm just going to show you. They're all pretty very little. I just jotted them down because see, when you read it, you need to have all this space and know where to pause and everything. So, and it supports me. Please purchase this. It's called After the Storm. The world in a roar, the ocean in my ear, tears of heaven spent, cooled, soothed, and covered, naked no more. That is After the Storm. I keep on going to It's Night Again. We're not going to do that one. Let's see another one. This one's called Home Again. I don't even remember writing this, to tell you the truth. No, we're not going to read that one. Some of them really are meant to read out loud. This one's called Inside. What are you looking for? That's what this one's called. It's going to get hot. Let me turn on this fan. Sorry for that noise. Okay, this is called What Are You Looking For? I look for peace. I look for healing. I look to make myself look no more. Called What Are You Looking For? And this is a painting that I did. I actually did this on a door, and then I put the door on the ground and painted my feet and walked on it because it's called Walking on Water with Burnt Feet. And that is just it's like it's like you don't get to just walk on water. You don't just get to wake up one day and walk on water. You have to walk through fire before you can walk on water. So these feet are burnt. They're burnt, they're bleeding, you know. This is what happens when we have to walk through the fire before we can walk on water. And every time we walk through the fire, we gain what we need to walk on water. No one is walking on water with these beautiful precious feet that have been untested, excuse me. I don't know, since I put through the last live, I don't know if they're going to let me put through another one. But I still have a lot to say. See, because no one's joining me. No one has joined me. And that means probably, I'm not putting, let us hope that this stream is actually able to be seen and that it is not blocked. Anyway, It's walking on water with burnt feet, and I would love for you to purchase it. Okay, so there's that, and it's like I don't know if I should continue because we don't want to waste these words, and yet I can't get them out any other way. Um, so, so I think what we're going to do is continue a little bit with what we talked about before, and then go on from there. So, if you followed me before on the very last stream that I did, we talked about in the beginning. We talked about what our DNA makeup is. We talked about what are the characteristics of our DNA makeup. We talked about what are the characteristics of humanity and those that are not, the characteristics that represent non-humanity. Now, in that, we talked about how one of the how race is not completely insignificant, that we are born into the race that matches our spiritual evolution. We are born into the race that matches our spiritual evolution so that we may experience life, earth school in such a way, in that way. So each of the levels, however many DNA strands you have, then that's the race that you can be born into. We talked about that. And from that video, you can deduct, and it is correct and true, divine truth, that brown people, see, I have to take care of the brown people and I have to feed them and give them the information that the beloved has given to me. Not because I am a racist, but because they have been held back from who we have been held back from who we really are. All of us have been held back from who we really are. And if you take the world as it is today, the way that it really is upside down and opposite of that. So I am going to speak again of the other world. The other world. And this is for entertainment purposes only. Entertainment purposes only. Now, what you're going to do with the information that I give you about the other world, that's going to sound very much like places that you know. Still and yet, this is the other world, still and yet, this is for entertainment only. But what you are to do with it is you take that blueprint that I've laid out, that the beloved has given me. Take that blueprint. Oh, I don't have my light glasses. Oh my gosh. And I don't even know where they are. So you take that blueprint and then you lay it over your world or the world that you're living in and adjust it accordingly. And then it's like 3D glasses, right? With that red and blue, and then suddenly you can see all the layers. That's what I'm providing. That's the service that I'm providing today, okay? So I'm going to give you another layer of this blueprint that you are to take with you and lay over your world. And within that is the absolute and divine truth revealed. In that is the absolute and divine truth revealed. You know, because YouTube is blocking my views, my numbers, I don't believe that they can block this live. And I'm going to say that even though it is showing me that there is no one watching, that there are many people watching. That's what I'm going to say. And that even if it shows me that no one is watching, I will know without a doubt that everyone is watching this video. It will be seen and it will be heard, and there are very, very many people watching it. Okay, So within that, okay, so when you go back and look at that video, go back and look at the part where we're talking about DNA, we're talking about spiritual evolution, we're talking about our race, about characteristics. See, now a lot of people could say, oh, well, you are a racist and you don't like uh, pale people. We're going to say pale people, okay? Because from the evidence, excuse me, from the evidence that I presented, it may sound that way, but it's not. Everyone is born into the they're born into the race that they are allowed to be born into, according to their spiritual evolution. Brown people are very spiritually evolved on the inside, and that's why we come out as brown. We have all the many colors. Because we have 12-strand DNA, we emit all the colors of the rainbow. All the colors have characteristics, abilities, and qualities for us and for everyone. If you are Asian, your DNA has, and what you bring to the earth and what you get to represent to the earth represents the DNA that you have and the strands that you have evolved so far. So from that model, pale people are not as are not as spiritually evolved as brown skinned people. And they are possibly coming into Earth School, not possibly, I'm not going to play around with it. They're coming into Earth School on a level that is not the same as the others. And that's why collectively their actions, philosophies, and all of that are of a lower vibration. Does that mean that you don't like pale people and that you are racist towards pale people and that you think that all pale people are evil and blah, blah, blah? Well, that would be what they want you to do so that you can eliminate the information that I am providing for you. But the cold truth hurts. The cold truth hurts. And what this means is that those that are not a part of humanity, aliens, are coming in as pale-faced people because that is where that is the only way that is what they are allowed to come in as, due to their spiritual evolution or due to their lack of spiritual evolution. So does that mean that all pale people are aliens and are evil? No, it does not. It does not. If you are what they say white people, Caucasian people, then your race and humanity has been infiltrated by non-aliens who have come among you. They come with a lower vibrational spiritual evolution, and they place that upon the world and hold us hostage to that, have held us hostage to that. That is what is playing out. But yet and still, if you are white, if you are collectively doing evil in the world, if you are brown, if you are red, if you are yellow, all of these basic colors that are disrespectful to who we really are. The most important thing that I want you to understand is that we are all on this earth school to evolve. So even if you thought your race was at the top of this divine chain, and it really isn't, that is your opportunity to evolve into humanity. That is your opportunity to evolve into humanity. You get to take whatever you have come in with and make it better and make it blossom and evolve. It is our job to evolve. Up the rings of the ladders of spiritual evolution, which are up the rings of the ladders of love manifested, of living love. That's what the spiritual evolution involves. So, no, I don't hate pale people. No, I'm not a racist, but I am going to tell you the divine truths of our DNA and the characteristics held within them. And I'm also going to tell you that those that do not have a hue, those are the aliens, and they have come in and they have mixed with the pale faced people. And they have taken over the world. And while you are waiting for alien disclosure, and you're wondering if they're going to land, and you're wondering when the government is going to tell us everything about the aliens, reveal about the aliens, that's going to occur, but it's all going to be distraction and not truth. The absolute truth is that the aliens are already here and they've already done everything that they have made you fearful that they were going to do. The aliens are already here and they have already done everything that they have made you fearful that aliens are going to do. They look like us, but they are very, very pale, white. They mix in with the Caucasian people because they can. Because of the characteristics and abilities that they came to, I can't say the word that I'm hearing, purport? That's not right. Upon the humanity and the American people. So what I'm saying to you today is that no, I do not hate white people. I am telling you what is the spiritual evolution of our DNA. And race is part of the characteristics and ability that represents our spiritual evolution. The good news is that even if you are white, that you are loved. I love you. And you have love within you, and you are here to evolve your divine seed, just as all of us are. You are here to evolve your divine seed, just as all of us are. Anyone that says all white people are evil and the devil and blah, 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 that is not true. That is not true. But it is up to you to make that not true. You understand what I'm saying? I have within my DNA the capacity to blossom and expand and leave this earth school forevermore as I ascend the planet into my light body. That takes great evolution. That takes great spiritual evolution that this earth school allows me to do. So the more that I am limited and the more they block my light and the more evil that occurs, that is the great spiritual evolution that I must get through, that I must go through, that I must evolve from. There are great rewards for everyone. Every human has great rewards for evolving at this time. Every single one of us has great rewards for evolving at this time. And I must say, it is up to those white people who do have a heart, who do know about love, who are a part of humanity, you must stand up within your own racial group and do as I am doing. Not only that, everyone upon the earth at this time, all of humanity, it is your job. It is your job to do righteousness at this time. You must stand against anything that is not righteous, that is not holy, that is not divine, that is not love. You must stand against it at this time, even if you must stand by yourself. We are humanity. All of the colors, all of the colors, all of the colors are humanity. We will love, take care of, teach, and evolve together into the new world. So that was very important, because from the last one, you may have think that I'm leaving out pale people or white people. I am not. But your evolution, what you have to go through, what you have to spiritually evolve from, is to separate yourself from those aliens who are practicing non-humanity. And you must do that by practicing human, by practicing being human. That is love practices, not hate practices. And you are going to come out and represent that for all of your people. You are required, and it is part of your I don't know the word. It's part of what you are to do here at this time. It's part of what you are to do here at this time. So all of us right now are called to do very great, very courageous actions in the manner of divine love. In the manner of divine love. And one way that we can all, it's like, Rodney King, when they tried to kill him in front of everybody on TV and everything, and we know that it is exactly the same right now. They beat that man practically to death on TV and made us watch it all, and the pain and everything. And it is still exactly the same way as it was then. Why am I talking about Rodney King? Why am I talking about? Oh, I'm going to lose it. I'm going to lose it. What? You can tell me about Rodney King. We are to get together on the basis of our humanity. Yes, that we are to get together on the basis of our humanity, and we will not allow evil to continue. And you must stand up in whatever space that you are in for righteousness now. You have to. And that requires great bravery. It requires great courage. And I am calling you into that bravery and courage now. I am calling you into that bravery and courage now. Now. It is just like Martin Luther King said. An injustice to someone is an injustice to everyone. And it is only a matter of time before it happens to you. It is only a matter of time before it happens to you. It is only a matter of time before it happens to you. So you are under the illusion that these terrible things are happening to those people. That's happening to Light because she spoke up. And she shouldn't have done that. And that's why that's happening to her. And that is happening to Kanye West because he spoke up and he shouldn't have done that. That's why that's happening to him. No, no, and no. And no, and no, and no. We are all going to stand up and speak for righteousness now. And we will not be afraid of the consequences. We will have to go through those consequences to get to the other side. There's no other way. There is no other way to get from 3D to 5D without extreme courage, bravery, and facing the consequences of standing up for righteousness. And that is where we are right now. How is heaven going to be brought to earth if we are afraid of the consequences of these aliens, non-humans? Together is the way. God, together is the only way. Together is the only way, beloved. Humanity will bound together on what we have in common. We are humans. We have divine seeds within us of God that are blossoming right now. And only the evil don't have it. Whether you are alien or not alien, whatever. You don't have that. But if you were born of a mother, you do have a divine seed within you. If you were born through water of a mother, you have the divine seed within you. And that means that you may transform, that you may spiritually evolve and transform this divine seed. It's beautiful. It's fantastic. It's everything wrapped up into one. We get to do that, and we get to do it now. Before we were not able to, and we were just stuck, and we were just stuck, and we were just stuck. And no matter how divine and holy and no matter how much good there was in the world, we were just stuck. Now that's crashed, and it's over. There is no limit over us. There is no limit over us. We may evolve into our complete and utter divine selves. And as we do that, we make life for humanity like heaven. We are doing it now. We are doing it now. Okay, so I just needed to put that disclaimer in there. It's not a disclaimer. It's not a disclaimer. I've told you that I am speaking for the brown people because I have to. I am brown. My ancestors are bringing through this information so that I can take care of my people and help us to rise and help us to become all that God has created us to become. And everything that we become is going to make the world a more beautiful place. All of humanity. But we have to walk through the fire with courage. We can't be afraid to say these things. We can't be afraid to do these things. We can't be afraid to stand up for righteousness wherever we are. And we are going to do that, and we're going to do it now. What we're going to talk about next is going to be a revealing. I want to reveal a little bit of how these secret societies work. Because once it is revealed to you, you can see that pattern in your life. You can stop it. You can awaken, and then we can heal. And so it will not occur again. Because when you come at me with your little evil pattern, I can see it coming from far away and say, you're not doing that. We are just as powerful. Forget that. We are more powerful. Let everyone listen. We are more powerful than any alien that has taken over the earth. The only thing that they have is fear and hidden agendas. Fear, illusions, and hidden agendas. And we're going to bust that. Bam! Your illusion is going to be fucking over. Excuse my language. I did not say that. I did not say it. I didn't say it. Freaking over? It's over. It's over, it's over, it's over. You are empowered to step forward in righteousness for humanity right now. Empowered. Empowered from the divine and from the divine Mother Earth. You are empowered to stand against righteousness right now, and nothing else matters. Nothing else matters. Not your light bill, not your mortgage, not your job. If it is all operating within an evil system, it doesn't matter anymore. The only thing that matters is that you shine your divine light and you stand up for righteousness and humanity wherever you are. And we are going to bound together in that. And that's what we're going to do. And that is how we walk out of this nightmare arm in arm. I'm doing this because I got your arm, and I'm doing this because I got your arm. We're going to walk out of this arm in arm. By the way, guys, this is the light fairy. Oh, she's in my store. You got to get her, because what's morning without your light fairy? She shows you the way and points the way. And she's just cute. We love her. Get your light fairy today. She is in the store. Now the store is going to start to revolve, and I'm going to revolve the merchandise, but not yet. Okay, so you still have time to get her, and you can find her on my website. Okay, so okay. I still didn't say the most important thing. Oh my God. What I want to tell you is there are going to be 2 huge ascension tips today. 2 huge ascension tips today for everyone. Hello, Gina. Thank you so much for being here with me. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. And I love you more. Thank you for joining me. Okay. All right. So, ascension tip number 1. Oh, there's going to be, as soon as I said that, they were like, oh no, there's going to be more than 2 ascension tips today. Okay. Ascension tip number 1, we're going to go all the way back. Now, the first video that I put out that was, bam, smash your illusions, absolute truth, divine truth. That truth is going to blow up the world, so to speak, if it can be heard, and it will be proven to be true. It will be proven to be true. Yes, I'm going to say it 3rd time. It will be proven to be true. That is the video where I talked about Prince. I told you who he is. It is and true. And for that, there are many religious people that are after me. I don't care. That is the truth. He is who he is. Now, why? Why would God do that? Send him through P, our beloved Prince. Because he was a musician, an angel of music. And the entire world is a ball of music and sound. If the entire world is a ball of music and sound, when you peel back those layers, there is still the word, the sound word of God. And that is the grid in which our earth is created and lives. If you want to change the world, I can change it from this layer up here, or do you want to change it from the core? If you want to change the world from the core, you're going to use music. Prince came here with the gift of music. He is music. And every single time he played, he changed the world. Every single time he played, he changed the world. He changed the grid upon which the world is built and lifted it to a space where we are now free to ascend. That is the power of music, my friends. And through music, we may all ascend. We can take great, big, giant leaps in spiritual evolution through music. Through music, through music. You are to sing, you are to dance, you are to play musical instruments. This is a joyful noise to the Lord. This is how we rejoice. This is how we connect ourselves to the holy pattern of the earth and God at once through music. If you are on a lower level of spiritual evolution, aliens can't dance. Aliens, non-humans cannot dance. They can mimic it. They can mimic everything. Mimicry is the Antichrist. It is mocking God. Mimicry is the Antichrist, and it is mocking God. You want to dance, and you want to dance to the rhythm that there is. You have to tune in to the music. Now, is everybody listening to the same music? Maybe so, maybe no. But there is still harmony in the music that the world, Earth's grid is written in. Excuse me. Is a harmonious song and songs. We are all in that harmony. It is our job to connect within that harmony so that our divine and divinity can blossom, can be free, can breathe, and can blossom, right? So you want to dance. When we dance, we are dancing in harmony with the beloved Mother, Father, God, and Mother Earth. It's special and divine. It is a special and divine practice to dance, to sing, to play actual music in something that you have created because you have heard it from the harmony of the beloved. All of us can make great, huge, giant steps in spiritual evolution and bringing the earth to 5D through music. Through music. So, where's evil going to sit on this earth? Right smack in the middle of the music industry. Right smack in the middle of the music industry. And all illusions, acting, movies, whatever, that's where evil's going to sit. That's where they're going to have top positions. Okay, so we are to dance. Now, if you can't dance and you don't have no rhythm, does that mean you're evil? Probably. Yeah, probably. But really, we have wounds, beloveds. We have wounds. We have wounds. We have wounds. If you're white and you can't dance, does that mean you're an alien? Maybe you are if you're evil. I'm not going to deny it. I'm going to point you out. But that is just a symbol, a sign, one of the many, many signs. So we want to dance. We want to dance. And we can learn to dance, no matter our spiritual evolution. If we are a human, we can learn to dance. Okay, but you can't mimic it. You may not mimic, because dancing is a passion that comes from the heart. That's what connects you to God. So, back to if I can't dance, because I'm brown. I should be able to do all the dances. But I got some issues with my rhythm in my hips. I do. I'll admit it. I will admit it. I can catch a beat. I can dance to it, but not as well as some people. Well, we have wounds that affect our body. We have emotional wounds that affect our body. When we have these deep emotional wounds, they sit in our body. Like it sits there. And it develops illness. It develops not being able to dance. It develops not being able to move your body to harmony. Sometimes, if you can't dance, it's because you are deeply, deeply, deeply wounded emotionally. Yeah, I'm not smiling about that. I just want you to know, not being able to dance. Let's take out the non humans, okay? If you can't dance and you're evil, whatever, I ain't got nothing to say to you. If you are a part of humanity and you find yourself like stiff and not being able to dance, these are wounds that you need to work on. You should be able to move your hips. You should be able to dance. You should be able to dance to whatever harmony there is. It's kind of like it's a gift. You dance. You dance and 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 you find the harmony. Okay? Find the harmony and dance to it. Like 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 nothing you've ever seen. This is being in harmony and meditation with the divine and with God. And if you can't, you've got to work through these wounds. You got to work through the wounds in your hips. You got to work through the wounds in your lower back. You got to work through these wounds. And it lets you know that you are holding on to a deep wound. We are going to dance. We are going to stretch. We are going to run. We are going to do yoga. We are going to hum and sing and meditate. And these things heal our body from deep emotional wounds. So, what Prince did, not only did he transform the grid, the sound grid of the earth, he raised your vibration through the music. And as you sang with him, and as you danced, and as the music washed through every cell of your body, you are healed, beloved. You are healed, and your vibration rises. So he was a physician. See? That's what Prince was. A surgical physician of sound. A monk of sound. Transforming the earth grid through music. Healing every soul that heard the music. It touches your heart. It takes you to higher levels. It takes you to other dimensions. And in this, you forget about this hell that we may be in for a little while, and you are healed bodily, emotionally, and your spiritual body is healed. That was his work. That is what he did. And he was Jesus Christ the first time and the second time. So please go back and watch those videos. And your first major tip during this live is music. We are going to ascend through music. That is one big way we are going to ascend is through music. Through music. If it brings you joy and you dance and you can't be still, it is beloved of God. Now, they take music and they try to put harmful things into it. You, as you awaken, you will see this and it will be eliminated from your playlist, so to speak. So I'm not going to worry about that. I'm not going to address it. It is what it is. It is what it is. Right? So what? The important thing is that you know what you can do with music and what music can do for you. So we're going to work on dancing. We're going to listen to music. We are going to rejoice. We are going to sing. That combats evil at the core level. At the core level. Okay. We're gonna talk more about that because I want to give you a very great tool today that we're going to build onto and build onto and build onto. So we're gonna leave that for now. We're gonna leave that for now, okay? All right. What we're doing or what I am intending with these sessions is we're going to reveal, we're going to awaken people by the revealing, and then we are going to heal together as humanity. We can't heal if we don't know where our wounds are or who's wounding us and what they are doing to wound us. Right? Because if we don't know that part, then we could just be wounded over and over and over again. And that's what they're doing. And they love that. That is their system. That is their plan. That is how they eat. That is how they prosper. But once you reveal, it can occur no more, right? Right. And that's why we're revealing. Now, I didn't want to reveal. I just wanted to come on and give you the tools for ascension that the beloved has given me. But the beloved has placed me in a position to have all this evil done to me, against me, and my family, and placed me in a position that I can't remain silent and that I can't not reveal. So, this is the part. This is this. That's why the feet are bloody. We have to walk over those fiery coals, my loves. We have to walk over those fiery coals. You're going to get burnt. You're going to get hurt. Keep on walking. Because look at the end. In the end, we are walking on water. Just like Jesus and with our eyes on Jesus. Right? Right. We're not going to walk on water with our eyes looking evil in every distraction there is. No, we're going to be focused. We know what we're doing. We know what we're doing. Okay. So that's why we are revealing, so that we can awaken, so that we can heal, and so that it does not occur again. Does not occur again. Okay. So with that, I'm going to jump now, and I told you that we were going to be talking about the please forgive me, because I have this dyslexic thing whenever I say this, and I just can't say it right. But the LGBTQ community is who I want to address today. Not just them, but them specifically, because this particular wound. Let's just start, okay? Let's just start. So, if you are LGBTQ, I love you. I love you so much that I am willing to risk my life to tell you what is being done to you. Okay? Where do we start? We have already established that we are humans, and we are all humans because we have the divine seed, because God created us. God created us. God, the beloved Mother, Father, God, divine. I'm just going to call him Father, okay? Beloved Father, God, we are divine. He spoke and created the earth. divine, spoke sound, maybe he even sang it, and created Mother Earth. She is our mother. We talked about that in the other video, the other live. Please go back. You have to see that. You have to see how much Mother loves you. You have to see it. Okay? And then so there's the divine Father who created the mother, excuse me, who created the mother, which is Mother Earth, and she is matter built on a grid of sound, harmony, music. And then God created us, the kids. We are God's babies. Humanity is God's babies. All of the colors, all of our races, we are God's babies. He created Eve and Adam first. They were brown. They had the 12 strands of DNA. And from that, all the rest of humanity was not distilled from, but you came from Eve. She had within her all the ingredients for all of the races. But we are all humanity. We all came from Eve. We are all created by our Father, the divine. We all are existing here on our mother's breast. And that is Mother Earth. That is the divine Trinity. That is the divine Trinity. Child, Mother Earth, divine Father. That means we were created to exist on this earth. It is a special and divine relationship. We were created to live on this earth because Mother provides every single thing that we need. Nothing else and nothing artificial can take the place of the mother. And there is nothing artificially made, produced, created that we need. We are to create, and we may create with sound, just as our Father did. We may create with sound, but we must create in co-creation with the mother. She is our mother. We're not going to try to cut mother out and create without mother. We are not going to cut mother out and create things to destroy our mother. We're not going to do it. It's over. So this is the divine Holy Trinity. The divine Holy Trinity. I have a father and I have a mother. My Mother Earth will provide for me. One thing I want to add about that really quickly, is that young people say to me, well, I don't want to go back to living in the Flintstone days. I'm not going to be living in no cave or whatever. Well, why would you? Do you think that because Mother is providing everything that we need, that we have to live in some, whatever they showed you, lower vibrational cave days? No. What do you think we have intelligence for? We are highly intelligent. When we add our intelligence with the mother's divine intelligence, we will have a way of life that is way higher, better. I can't think of the words. More evolved than this world that we're living in now, where there is so-called lack, where there is harm. No, beloved, I'm talking about divine, I'm talking about solar cities, whole cities that are run by the sun. And all of the gifts that Mother is going to provide for us, we are going to put into better ways of living. We're not going backwards, we're going forwards. And the idea that we have to go back to the Flintstone age because artificial stuff isn't here is incorrect. That's incorrect. The artificial stuff has stopped us and the mother from evolving into our higher selves, into our higher ways of living being. Beautiful worlds exist and wait for us. A beautiful world exists and waits for us to become unconfused. You haven't seen even the littlest bit that the mother will do for us. No, you have futuristic cities that are in complete and utter harmony with the mother, and we will not want for anything. We're actually living in the dark ages right now because we have not co-created with the mother. And that's over. So that was a little tip. Back to LGBTQ. Okay, so I'm going to give you this blueprint of what they do. Okay, does not mean that it applies to you, but it might. And if it does, it can explain a lot. Okay, and I need you to be open to hearing this love. Okay, so these secret groups, these evil, alien, whatever you want to call them, that look like humans but are not. They have these ways of practicing evil that is very hidden and has been for many, many years. And then we grow up with we are caught in the results of what it is that they're doing. Okay? Okay. So, if you were born of a mother, a human mother, no matter the race, if you were born of a human mother, no matter the race, but especially if you have a hue, then you are a part of humanity and you have a divine seed. The divine seed means that there is a seed of Jesus Christ or Christ, let's just say Christ, within you. That is going to develop, and we are all going to become Christ when we're fully developed. But that's like a lot of process, okay? Just so you know. That means that you are loved and divine. You are divine and you are loved from the moment that you are born. When you are in your mother's womb, see, water is holy, you guys. Water is holy. Water is holy. She is conscious and she is an element of transformation and transmutation and birth. Within this womb of a human, divine is born. And if you were born of a mother through her womb with the and divine, if you were born of a mother placed on this earth and you were born of her womb through the water, you are holy and divine, exactly as you are. God does not create mistakes. There is no such a thing. God does not create mistakes. There is no such a thing. No such a thing. Now, if you are born under those conditions of the Trinity, where you have the Father, we have our Mother Earth, okay? And we are the children of a human mother. We are divine and matter. We, the children of God. That means we have a special relationship with Mother Earth and with the Father that the aliens, non-humans, do not have. And so there, it is light. It is light, Holy Trinity. There is light coming from the Holy Trinity. These are connections. These are communication. And what evil was come in and break that Trinity. Break the Trinity, however way they can. Break the Trinity, however way they can. I told you in the other video what they do to Mother Earth to try to break the Trinity. I've also told you a little bit of what they tried to do with us, or that they succeeded before in the past of breaking this trinity is through the serpents and doubt. So the serpent made us doubt our mother and our father, and that pushed us out of the Garden of Eden. Okay? Serpents did that by breaking the Trinity. Another thing that serpents want to do to humanity, divine and matter, humanity, God's children, is to break your bond with the divine. They want to break your bond with the divine. It is primary for them to break your bond with the divine. Excuse me, getting hot. As the fire goes, I'm getting hot. They do that from childhood, from the moment that you're born. And they do that because the moment that you're born, they take blood from the heel of the baby. And with that, they can type print exactly right there who you are. You are human. You are divine. You are going to develop these divine gifts. They know your bloodlines from that, and they treat you that way accordingly. So there are very, very many black, brown, red, yellow people, and white people as well, but the greater majority, they want to attack the black people. They especially want to break your bond with the Trinity. Not just you, they want to do that with all human children. But if you have something even, we're all special. We're all special. It's just that these people have been through more grades than you. Black people have been through more grades than you. You don't kill the 12th graders just because they went through school. You don't say, I hate these 12th graders. If you're in first grade or second grade, you don't say, I hate these 12th graders. I'm going to kill them because they went through all the grades and I didn't yet. That's stupid. Come on now. Just go through your grades. Anyways, empty ways. Let's stay focused. If you have these beautiful special gifts that they know you are going to develop from your bloodline, because they tap your blood when the moment that you're born, and then they take you away from your mama. They are blood typing and finding out which bloodline are these people. Oh, they're black. They're going to develop into these superhumans that are going to bring light and love to the earth, and they're going to bring heaven on earth. Well, we are going to attack them with everything that we have. Oh, what, you're Native American? You are indigenous anything? We are going to attack you with everything that we have so that you will not give. You are guardians of the earth. You are guardians of Mother. We don't want you to do that. We're going to harm you with everything that we have. If you are Asian, you have great gifts to give the world. Great, beautiful gifts and knowledge to give the world. Each of the races have beautiful gifts and knowledge to give to the world. And they attack you accordingly to the gifts that you are to develop and give to the world. Because you're divine, because you are holy, because you are loved, and because every cell of your body is holy and divine. LGBTQ. Every cell of your body is holy and divine. As it is. As it is. As you were naturally born through your mother, holy and divine. Okay, so now, what do they do? How are we going to do that? How are we going to attack these people from the very beginning? What are we going to do? We're going to do sexual assault to the children That's what they're doing. They will do whatever it takes to place someone in your life who is going to sexually assault the children at a very, very young age. And if they can do it more than once, they will. And if they can get away from it, get away with it over and over again all of your life, they will. Why are they doing that? Not just because they're evil and they enjoy it, but because you have this beautiful Holy Trinity with your Father and your Mother. That means that you are in constant communication with your Father and your Mother and the divine. They are your parents. And if I can come in and do trauma to you as a child in the way of sexual assault, because it's inside of your body, they are harming you inside of your body, then that trauma is so horrible that it knocks your soul out of your body. Do you understand? It breaks the Trinity, you guys. Sexual assault to us humans at a young age will break that Trinity. And your soul will come on out. Do you see? And then for the rest of your life, it doesn't mean that you are completely disconnected from the divine, but it has messed up your divine connection. And now you're just out here. Just out here. You're outside of the Trinity. You're just out here floating. That leaves you vulnerable for them to do more evil things to you. Sexual assault at a young age knocks us right on out of our bodies. It knocks our soul out of our bodies. Do you understand? That's how horrible it is. It knocks our soul out of the body. And then you can't operate the way that you are supposed to operate in this world, in this holy and divine world. Okay? Now, what this sexual assault also does is it damages greatly your divine Trinity with God and the beloved Mother Earth. It kind of leaves you out in this space. You are harmed. You are harmed. Your soul is harmed. And yet you are divine and you still evolve and you still, you're going to continue. You're going to continue. But you have this very, very great wound now. Part of that is it breaks up the divine and the divine masculine and the divine feminine. Sexual assault at a young age is traumatic, so traumatic to our divine soul that it knocks our soul right on off of the Holy Trinity in a harm so great that it affects our whole lives. And they do that so that you can never develop into who you are supposed to be. So that you can never reach your full potential of light and abilities and love. That's why they do it. And you are stuck, harmed here on the outside of a Trinity. Not only do they do that at that young age, so you're just out here, kind of you feel like maybe you're in the darkness, you know that you're not in the beautiful loved light that you were in when you were in your womb. Then now I can attack you with everything that I have. Mind control and all these other things. And I will teach you very undivine things because I can. That's just like if you cut someone open, then there's the wound. Now, evil things can get in. Germs, bacteria, those kinds of things, right? And now how strong is my arm now? That's why they do it. So, in this Trinity, when we are born, we are balanced, holy, divine masculine and holy divine feminine. Sexual assault at a young age is trauma and knocks you out of your body. It also knocks you, it warps you. It warps you, okay? So, because let me just, so if I am a female, if I am a female, I am divine feminine. I also have a divine masculine within me. We are balanced. And that's what makes us holy, God, and complete. Then a trauma comes in. A male sexually assaults a female baby or child and knocks that child out of their holy alignment. Then that child, because they're still existing, they didn't die, they know that they are in danger and that they are being attacked. Okay? And so they develop in such a way to protect themselves whatever way they can. If it was a male that harmed this female child, she may develop into being a lesbian unconsciously, because it was the male energy that harmed her very deeply, very deeply. And so she doesn't want anything to do with that which harmed her very deeply. She can't. You can't. You can't have a positive relationship with a male if you have been sexually assaulted as a child by a male. All of your relationships with males will be damaged from that point on. And your divine feminine will become bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. You see? Because I mean, we're going to protect ourselves. We're going to develop. That's what we do. We evolve to kind of protect ourselves and continue no matter what. That is what occurs. Now, this child on the deepest level knows that she has been harmed beyond anything that can be said. And it was done by a male energy. So, like I said, all of her relationships with males from that point on will be damaged. And then the female part will overdevelop. You see? And sometimes the female will overdevelop and she will take on the characteristics of a male to protect herself. And vice versa. For the male child who has been sexually assaulted and traumatized, it has knocked you out of your holy alignment. You now have this deep and deep and deep and deep wound. I almost want to say fatal, but it's not fatal. And it's not fatal because you're here and I'm talking to you. But then, so for you, it was a female energy or you know, you see what I'm saying or where I'm going with it. Doesn't necessarily mean that it was a female energy, but that's what they do. That is what they do. So if it was a male energy that attacked you, then you may revert into your divine feminine self and only relate to the divine feminine self, because your male self was the kind of male energy that came in and harmed you. And all of your relationships are going to be harmed as a male. Your relationship with women are going to be harmed, and your relationship with men are going to be harmed. You might identify as a female, even if you are a male, and you might reject all male energy. You see? Now, in addition to that, In addition to them tampering with that in your soul like that. And they will do it as much as they possibly can. They will plant people. If your bloodline is very, very special, they will plant people wherever your children are to harm them in this way. Your children are vulnerable to dramatic and traumatic sexual assault from these non humans. That's why they're all pedophiles. That is what they're doing. That is their playbook. So you, as an LGBTQ person, must be aware of this pattern because it may have very possibly happened to you in your early ages that you don't know about or you do know about. But that's how deeply it affects you, and that was the intention. And you coming out in this way of LGBTQ is what they intended with that. The balance of divine feminine has been marred within you very greatly and very deeply. Now, because you are very special. You are very sensitive. You have great love within you. That is why you have been harmed in that way. Now, that kind of trauma I can't think of the word, unbalances the divinity within you. And you still develop because you're still full of love. And you just love who you love. You just love who you love. You're full of love. But it's important for you to know that you are divine, absolutely and completely. And that you may have been harmed on your deepest, deepest level. And what are the results of that harm? The results of that harm is it shuts down a part of your soul, the part that harmed you, that energy that you feel harmed you. You see? And because of that, you cannot operate at your highest level. So what they want is they want everyone to be LGBTQ. They want that. And in addition to that, they want to convince you that you were born wrong and that you really need to fix it. And that you really need to fix it artificially. They convince you that you are a girl in a boy's body and that is wrong and that you must use something artificial to get the boy's body. All of that is part of the playbook. You are divine and holy just as you are. You are divine and holy just as you are. And if your connection, your divine trinity were working correctly, you would know that there is nothing in your body that is wrong or not divine. There is nothing in your body that is wrong and not divine. There is nothing in your body that was born wrong and not divine. And that putting on artificial things or the belief that you were born incorrectly is all evil. It is. It is all evil being done to you through trauma, mind control, and their playbook. They want everybody to be LGBTQ. They want your trinity to be broken with the divine. They want you to feel that you are not right and that you must do artificial things to feel right. that you must add boobs and turn into a woman through physical man-made means. And that once you get that body that they have told you need to have, that you will then be able to be at peace and live peacefully. When really you are already at peace. You may already live peacefully just as you are born from your mother. Every cell in your body is holy. Anything that you do that says that it isn't holy will not be successful in the way that you had hoped. Nothing that man can do can mix with your divine cells and create a body that you are able to ascend in. Please think twice before you do anything artificial to your body. Before you add anything, boobs, whatever, before you add a penis, before you remove a penis, if I have a wound that is open and there are germs and bacteria in there and this is all diseased, do you think that I'm making the right decisions here? Do you think that I have the right decision making abilities? I want you, each and every one of you, to look in the mirror and say, I am divine just as I am. There is nothing man made that is more divine and holy than I. Nothing. And what you're really doing is you are defiling your body. Your body and every cell in it is divine. Your body and every cell in it is divine. Your body and every cell in it is divine. And it is conscious. And it can change according to your voice and the divine. We are created to evolve. Now, if it were completely and utterly natural, and you need to have a male body and you feel and you're supposed to be a female, if that were correct, you would naturally, without any chemicals whatsoever, transform into what that is. You don't think God can do that? God can do that. If every cell in your body is divine, nothing, man-made or artificial, can make it better than that. We are to learn about our bodies and about the divine and come back into the divine transformation. There is no lack of love for LGBTQ. There is no lack of love at all. There is only compassion that you must know that you are divine as you are. And what may have occurred to you was a deliberate part of their playbook. Now, if you have already gone all the way, because these things that I've said have happened to you, you've been harmed traumatically as a child or through adulthood or whatever. You have alienated your divine feminine or your divine masculine. You have overdeveloped your other side. All of these things. You went through it all and you decided, I'm going to need all the things. I'm going to need all the artificial things in order for me to feel comfortable. And then you realize, oh no, this wasn't right. This wasn't what I don't feel the divine love and comfort of being a child of God that I thought that I would feel if I did this. Nothing is too late. It is never, ever, 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 ever too late. Just stop doing the artificial things. Stop it. All of it. Stop it. All of it. You are harming your divine self. And then your body, you give it permission to heal and develop back into your divine body. You give your body permission to heal and develop back into your divine body. You don't think they can do that? How do you think a baby is born in the womb? It's not placed there like that. Each of those cells know what to do because they are divine. And because you are divine, you may allow your divine cells, through speaking and doing these other things of purity, to take back their power and to become divine again. By stopping all this artificial stuff. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. You're harming yourself. Please stop doing that. You are loved exactly the way that you are right now, even with your wounds. Stop doing artificial things. Stop harming your body. You are loved exactly the way that you are right now. And any feeling that you have that says that something isn't right and I need to change something on the outside so that I can feel the love that I want to feel is evil. It just is. It just is. Okay, so don't do anything artificial to yourself. And just be who you are. But know what occurred to you, what happened to you, and the trauma that happened to you, so that you can treat your wounds. Okay? Doesn't mean that you can't be lesbian, doesn't mean that you can't be gay, doesn't mean that you can't be bisexual. It means that you need to know and understand the pattern of what has been done to you and how to correct it. And it will occur naturally. It will occur naturally. Excuse me. Back in, I have visions of indigenous tribes that are very well balanced, female and male, and in a divine way. And it used to be, it used to be that if there wasn't very many, there was not very many. But if you were a female and you were born and you had the divine masculine coming through stronger, then that was an even more holy person because they have the both aspects. And because they are operating evenly off both aspects of feminine and male, masculine. And so there would be these holy people from tribes, and sometimes the holy people was a male in a female body or vice versa. Sometimes. It's rare. It's rare. It's rare. It certainly doesn't occur like it's rare. But I'm just showing you that they were revered as holy because they were balanced. And they did not change anything on the outside. And they actually had even more love within them. More love, more love. Remember, this was done to you because you are extremely special and sensitive to begin with. And there are gifts that come through that you are to give to the world. I'm at 1 minute and 30, an hour and 30 minutes. That's too long, you guys. I can't take any more of your time. So we're going to close this out, and I'm going to come back with more tips to ascend. A very strong one that I need to give you is the dragon breath, or it's called the holy breath, and then I have to give that to you. And then you LGBTQ and everyone who has been harmed and has trauma, we're all going to do the holy breath together, and it will transform our acute pain. It will release this from our body, from from everything. So we're going to come back and do that. But for today, as we end today, I don't even know what we've talked about. We have so much to talk about. As we end today, I want you to know that if you were born through a mother and a womb, you are divine and loved just as you are. You are very special. You are very special. You are very special. And because of that, you are being targeted for harm. That is how they harmed you, through the sexual assault at a young age. That's what they do, these evil things, these pedophile evil things. That's their job. Their job is to break you away from your divinity. And anything artificial, anything mimicry, anything like that is evil. Does that mean that we may not positively expand through the artificial? I will say that in whatever way you choose to positively expand, we can do it without artificial. You have no idea of our power, of our divine seed, and that whatever it is that you want to accomplish, if you turn it inward and develop your divine seed first, this is your magical wand. Right here in the heart, the divine seed. It is your magical wand. You may speak from this and change matter. I will say it again. You may speak from this and change matter. Do you think that God can create an arm, a limb, a toe, a finger, a leg in the womb and not create it again just because you're born? That your cell that created the foot, the hand, the whatever in the first place, that those cells suddenly don't remember how to do that? That they suddenly do not have the power to do that? Even though that's how you got it in the first place? You can grow back your foot, your legs, your toes. Don't let them cut off your shit. You develop your divine seed with the divine self, and you tell them what to do, and you allow them to do it. This is where we are now. This is part of the new world. This is divinity in action. And we are here now. But first, you have to remove the Antichrist. Okay, guys. I have talked and I have talked and I have talked, and only 4 people showed up, according to them. Please download it and share it wherever you can. I love you very, very, very much. And I will be back with more tools that we're going to use to ascend together as humanity. Thank you for joining me today, guys. And I'll see you next time. And I appreciate you. Bye, Gina. Okay. About to say, I don't know how to end this stream.